Okay, how are you, Tom?
I'm good, Gennady. How are you doing today?
Great. So today we're going to talk about the Ghost integration, and we're going to show all the steps for connecting Ghost, for integrating, and how actually looks. It actually looks slick. And I want to show all the how the Ghost performs and how you can publish. And we actually take one article and publish the whole thing all together. It should be like within like 10, 12, at the most 15 minutes. How about that?
Wow. So this is the paranormal edition of our weekly talk.
Yeah, let's make it fast. So let's go
Okay,
through
I'm
this.
ready.
I'm gonna share my screen. So you are right now in the primary page, which is articles. Of course, you can go to the main view. This is the main like navigation page, and then you go, when you write article, you go write an article. But let's go right now into primary page. Now, Ghost. Talking about Ghost, this is a Ghost platform, ghost.org. Just remember, it's not .com, it's a .org. It's supposed to be a non-profit organization. It's a priced platform, which is it's not a free platform like WordPress. However, there are certain advantages out there. Some customers that we have are running on the Ghost, and there is a certain definitely benefits of having a Ghost. Number one is, of course, Ghost is very simple. There are no like you don't need to be high-tech educated and really the high-tech guy, so you can run a Ghost with the minimal bare knowledge, which is great.
Absolutely, yeah.
Connection and configurations are fast. I just before the meeting, I created the trial account, I connected the Blogly, I pulled one of my articles and I published it, and the whole thing altogether took me about 6 minutes.
Wow.
So, and my site is up and running. So here it is right now. This one is the site. This is a blogly.ghost.io. Like I said, right before the meeting, I connected it. I created a trial. I published my article, and here you go. Here's the published article. But we can gonna go over all these steps right now, live. Okay.
Okay, let's do it. I may have to set one up.
All right, so I'll leave this test article alone. You can see how clean and simple Ghost look like. So there is not much to it. You have here on the bottom, you have some like about Ghost. Make sure you check what version you are in. So when I subscribed, I took the version 4.0. At first, we created the integration with the version 3.0, 3. Now this one is a version 4. And then we realized, we need to get the integration, the separation for version 3 and 4. So when you connect it, we do have already selection of which version you have. We're not focusing on version 1 and 2 because anybody could upgrade. Probably that doesn't seem like logical for us to go backwards and try to integrate with the older versions. So right now, let's take a look. When you create of course, the very first thing when I went, this is like why I said this takes so fast, that all you need to do is just simply create the custom integration. You just click on the custom integrations, you give a name, and then you end up looking like this. So here's the API key. And by the way, I'm gonna delete it anyway. So after that, I'm gonna recreate a new one. So it's okay to show. Here's a content API key. We don't need that. The first one is not needed. We only need just the second one, admin API key and your admin API URL. You give a name. Make sure you click on the button save, because otherwise it looks like it's strange. It looks like, oh, I've done it, I'm already having it. But until you click on button save, nothing yet saved. So just remember that. Then when you create this, you just leave it like that. Then you go back to Blogly. So let's take this now, and we're going in the settings, and in the settings, select integrations. Here's the Ghost right here. Cool. So I connected two different accounts. I have two different accounts. That was version 3 and version 4. So it printing, we're publishing on both of them. So right now I connected the version 4. So let me show you how it's being done. So you can see admin API key. You go back to your host account, select this, make sure you copy right here. It just copies this. And you go back here and you just paste it. Then you go to API URL. Make sure you copy it. Don't try to copy it like this. Just go over this and copy it here. That will work. Then you paste it here.
Okay.
Make sure you copy and paste it exactly as it is, and make sure no extra space is left there. And then you need to select which version. So we have version 3, version 4. So I'm running currently in version 4. It's like I said, it's easy to check if you go here and select about Ghost, and it will tell you what the version you are. So now let's go on and integrate. So when I click connect, it just simply creates me the second. So you can see I already connected it, and it's showing up here. And now I would need to go into my articles, and we can take one of the articles and we publish it on Ghost. So for that, let me take this in complete guide. Let's publish this one on Ghost. Okay. So I have this article here. There are lots of, it's a tutorial, by the way. That's exactly the same tutorial as you see right here. Remember our whole help?
Right. Right.
So right now, all I need to do is I'm running the one article just specifically for tutorial for Blogly, and we integrate it here in the pop-ups. When you click a pop-up, it comes up. So it's actually linked the blocks of content to specific article. Just giving away my secrets, right? At one point, actually, in fact, Tom, I was just thinking, oh, why not give it also to people? And we can just give this simple little widget. They can actually insert inside, and they can on the overlay, they can actually pinpoint where they want the blocks to go. And we can just remember, you can just write article and link to your help, and this is it. You've done it.
Oh, yeah, but that's kind of interesting.
That's kind of interesting. But I decided I backed off because people right now, as is, they could be overwhelmed. Some people say, oh, it's extremely difficult. But luckily, we don't have that many people extremely difficult. And actually, I can show results. I have more than 60% people are saying it's a super easy and easy enough, which is great. I like that. So 60, I believe like 67% or something, which is great. I like that.
The top two results, top tier results are good. So
yeah. Well, some people, like 20% people saying needs learning. I do get it. Takes a little bit understanding when you start clicking, but don't afraid. You click around and you'll find out the way. So, but let's do this now. We connected. We just connected now the site, and let's go publish it now on Ghost. When you click here, there is a selection. By default, we select in WordPress, but you need to click on Ghost to go there, right? So now let's say if I do it on Ghost, I need to select the specific Ghost. So you have a different Ghost that was a version 3. So let me select now this one. That was the first one that I created.
Okay.
So I selected this Ghost.io and I click OK. Now I'm gonna select some naming of the test, Blogly demo, right? So I'm gonna give a slug. I have to give a slug. In the select status, let me do the published. And in the author, we're showing the author, you need to select who is the author. And by the way, we're going to bring in this in the WordPress as well. You will be able to select author. But right now, let me select the Blogly is the author.
So what did that mean with when it said the author was Ghost?
That means this particular author is in the content, because I have already some published articles. See those articles before. See, this is more like a tutorial already published by Ghost. So I can remove them. So basically, they already incorporating some articles now, or I can just leave them there for now. But generally, if I run my site, I would need to remove that. But it's easy to do. You can just simply say here, and you change this instead of publishing. You can change it to unpublished, and that's it. It's gonna be done. So right now, all we need to do now, just now trying to publish the new article. So let's go here. Now let me continue. Tags will show up, and you see getting started. There's a tag attached to the current samples that I have from Ghost, but I have a test tag I set up. So we bring it. You're not able to select, to create tags here. Those tags have to be done in the Ghost. Luckily, you're not supposed to
Okay.
use like a left and right 1,000 tags. No, you create only few tags that you need, and then you can just select every time you publish it. So let me now publish. I'm gonna use my tag that I created inside the ghost. So excerpts, you can write excerpts that what you want to appear on the first excerpt. And this one was, say I published this before on Blogly, it tells me about that because I'm publishing the second time. We also will be adding the canonical, but we slightly will change that here. Right now, just sitting as a placeholder, but we will add the specific field as a canonical. So you can specify the URL that was a canonical for the site. So that will be added in the future in the next few days. So right now, all I need to do is just go to the next step, and now I just need submit. The same way the social sharing buttons will work, and also related text post will work. But let me now first, I want to check if this, but actually let's publish it right now. Let's do that.
Okay.
Okay. Now we click submit. So it's going to run. Now you see now 2 seconds, not even 2 seconds.
Mackerel.
We got success. So let's take a look now in the ghost. So this one is, but not this one.
There it is at the bottom. A complete guide to Blogly research docs with the
yes,
uses.
right here. Yep. Now let's open it up. Let's take a look. We're also creating an outline. Let's take a look how it looks like.
Very cool. How about that? And that was amazingly fast.
And amazingly fast, right? Now we also process, not only that, we also process, and I need to show that. So hold on just a second. Let's see right here. Yeah, right here. So this one is we didn't put the featured image. Let's go ahead now and add the featured image to that, right? So let's go into Blogly and let's add the featured image. We go back in this view, and let's go add the featured image. There is no featured image right now.
Okay.
Right? So let's add this here. Let's add something. I'm not sure what I'm gonna add, but let's do. Yeah, that's fine. Let's add this one as some testing, whatever image I had. Let's attach it here. You can see it showed up. Use a JPEG or PNG. It's up to you. You can resize it if needed, but let's leave it like that. So see, I added like this. So this is the image showed up. And this is the alternative text for the image. This is what you want for SEO.
Right.
You click OK. Now we're gonna publish it again. Again, let's go on Ghost. This one is all selected. You can see HTTPS blogly.ghost.io. The same slug, same everything. It tells me now that when it's first published and was updated. Now let's publish it again.
Before you leave, you don't have to go in and select Ghost as the author. Is that correct? Well, cool.
Well, you don't want the ghost author. You want to be yourself as the author, right?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, I was just curious as what that.
Ghost
what that
didn't
meant.
write it for me. I wrote it. So that.
Okay.
Then I want to be an author, right? So when I publish it, I want to make sure who is an author. See right here, go to Ghost. So I need to select the Blogly is selected as the author. It would be Blogly if I could put my name would show up there.
Gotcha.
So,
okay.
And I have a way of selecting who is the author. Now I published it now with the featured image. Oh, now hold on just a second. This was the featured image originally, so you can see original one show up, but I replaced it. So let's go now and refresh this. Hold on, let me just run the refresh. So you could see, yeah, you see now the featured image changed. When you go inside.
And there it is. Wow. Nice.
Now also remember that table of content. If you want table of content, we populate it and it's done this way. You can click in on this. It moves you exactly to the block.
Very cool.
And also one thing that, okay, about SEO, we do process SEO as well. So for SEO, let me just do this. I'm gonna publish it again. And let me now turn in the social sharing button. And I do not have yet related posts. It even shows me there, but I need to make sure this one is, because it shows me related post from my other platform. We just need to make sure that we're gonna fix it up, because it has to be only filtered by the post that you post in the same platform.
Gotcha.
So for this case,
sense.
I'm gonna tune this one off. And for related post, we need to filter it by the post of the platform. So in this case, let me submit it again. Yeah, it's done. So let's take a look now. I refresh it. Let's scroll on the bottom. Come on, I cannot move it down. Okay, this one is a test article, another. And by the way, we do control the dates. We do control all the functionality. So I think this is it for the
So this would be perfect for ghost writers, wouldn't it? You knew I was going to have to bring that in.
What, for ghost writers?
Ghost writers, yeah, this is perfect.
Yeah. Would be perfect for ghost writers. No, I think it's I think this one is fully completed. So right now you can see right here, this is a social media showed up. So I just need to wait a little bit. It refreshes here, and this social media will be posted. Will be visible on this. So I just need to refresh it. Just wait a little bit, refresh it, and that will show up.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
So right people
here. Who, so on the bottom sharing for by the way, in the WordPress there are tons of other plugins. You need to install a plugin for social sharing. So we just adding it here, and anyone could share the article. So if I want to share it on Facebook, so it will open up me Facebook and to try to share it. Anyway, so this is done. And we also, I just want to say, when you look at this, we are processing as well. When you look inside, this is the place we're going to process the excerpt. We're going to process the published date. We're going to put also process the metadata. This is where the metadata. So we process the metadata as well. So you don't need to go there. And also meta title, we process the meta title too. Canonical URL, like I said, we're going to add the field as a canonical URL. That will be added. And if it's, the canonical, that means that's your original content and you claim the right. You put the where this article came from. So there are a lot of cases when you write somewhere else. Let's say I wrote the article on WordPress, but I do have for extra blogging or maintain something. I want to also push my content to another platform on my other account where the ghost is, but I want to put the canonical is my original, say, WordPress link. So I can do that as well. So in this case, you just simply add the canonical inside the Blogly. Okay.
Very cool.
So I think we all set. You can see how simple it is. There is nothing else here. This is it. I mean, plus it does look really cool, modern, light. There is no, very nice. I really like that. The only one downside is it costs money. But it's actually some people who I know and some of my customers are really well. I mean, they are techie people, but they for some reason, and they really calculate their money and they are financially okay, but they figure out that they're better off to pay for their for a subscription on a Ghost, and they transfer everything to Ghost. Because on the WordPress, you also need to consider the hosting fee, the hiring the people. If you're not techy enough, you need to hire people who can manage your control panel. You're buying other plugins, and plus overall, it just takes a lot of time on the WordPress. So there are certain advantages, disadvantages to both platforms. But I do like the simplicity of Ghost.
Well, I'm going to have to check it out and see what it might do for me. That's very cool. So
yeah, very cool. And you can see this is about custom integrations. They do have all kinds of like analytics. Also, they have a writing. Ulysses is connected. Interesting, but I could consider Ulysses as my competitor, right? For as a writing app, but a very nice app. But I think we will be no worse. So we offer other things that Ulysses does not offer. So
right. Well, pretty soon we'll see Blogly up there, right?
yeah, I hope. I applied, by the way. I sent them email and they came back saying as soon as we have more customers joining and connecting their accounts, if they see the trend and if they see more and more people start using Blogly, they can put us on the integration list. And especially
Excellent.
if the people will request that here, if the people themselves send it to Ghost and ask them to add Blogly to the list of the integrations.
Let's get it going. Let's
Yeah.
get a campaign going. We'll do a
Yeah, we
what
need
is
a
it,
campaign for that.
change.org or something like that. We'll do a campaign. We'll start a poll to
Yeah.
put Blogly on Ghost. Put Blogly on.
All right, Tom, I think we covered it all.
Yeah.
So is anything else do you think I should go over?
No, I think that's good. I'd encourage people to give it a try. It looks like there's a free trial, right?
For what? Ghost to say, well, I like the Ghost, but the purpose of our meeting is not pushing people to Ghost. The purpose of this meeting to tell whoever has a Ghost, they can connect now their Ghost account. This is it. We are fully integrated with the WordPress now. We're pretty much fully integrated with Ghost, and we're working on the Shopify. We will be working on Medium. Actually, I think in the next one will be coming as a Medium.
Okay.
We want to integrate with Medium, and we're gonna start on Blogger, and we have some people request on the Webflow after that. So this is the way we're going to integrate. So there is lots of integrations are coming.
Cool. Oh, and I wasn't pushing Ghost. I'm just saying if somebody is new to blogging and they don't have something set up yet,
yeah,
this might be the best option for
somebody who has no clue about WordPress. I tell you, WordPress does take time to learn. So you really need to, you can consider the Ghost. So on another hand, you're not paying any hosting fee, and also you're not paying the other extra support of people.
Right.
It can get really expensive. It can. So for that is a Ghost one of the really good options for that.
Cool. Well, let's call this one complete, and we'll talk again on another topic.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna talk another type, but I think Ghost is completed.
Ghost has been put in the ground. No, wait a minute. We've driven a stake through the heart of. No, that's not right either.
We put Mickey to sleep. You see that?
No, look at that. He says, all this talk about ghosts. So I ain't scared of no ghost.
All right, Tom. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Gennady.